We return with more Resident Evil 4. So we just cleared the village, and then we got into the castle. So we're a decent amount away, well, around a third through the game. I don't know. Castle's kind of weird, because, like... Yeah, castle is kind of a chunky part of the game. I would say entirety of village is about 20% of the game. Castle brings you to about maybe, like, 60 to 70% once you finish going underground through the mines, all that fun stuff, right? I really feel like Castle is the longest section of the game, personally. At least it feels that way to me. Oh, God. I got some sleep, and my eye feels less awful, but definitely one of those things where, like... Oh, no, please! Thank you! He's literally watching me fire at him. I love that that's the thing that spooks him. It's not me shooting at him, it's me shooting the, like, the torch, the brazier next to him, right? Kind of wild. So yes, if my eyes are a little wonky, that is yeah, because dust in eyes consistently, and I keep hearing we have eye drops, but never actually can find eye drops. It's wild existing in the state that I do. Okay. I think there's something down there in the remake. I think that's pretty... trying to remember, so I need to wait for... We need to head over here.
Wait.
Okay, see if I can't... Right, because I actually didn't know this girl was here, so I can take this guy out pretty early. Let's not do that. That's gonna be a wild shot to make with how variable this thing is. I got greedy.
Quit it.
Bro, I hate this. The amount of recoil variation on this thing is wild. Do not have any eggs left. I don't think I'm hitting that one. And yeah, because then there's one up there. I'm always weirded out on how their aggro works. I liked, you know, burning all my resources on parts that don't matter. Absolutely love it. It's because he fucking turned. Headshot.
Follow me.
Where? I remember you guys spawning in. The accuracy hurts. Yeah, see, mashing the button here, you can see the animation moving faster. I don't know. QTEs in this game are strange. No use for this anymore. I mean, it is a giant cannon. I'm sure the resale value would be amazing on Antiques Roadshow. Somebody just finds it in a storage unit 15 years from now and just like, wait, well, you see, this is an authentic 17th century cannon. You can tell because of the dimpling on the metal. Oh, there's a thing down here. Nothing of use down here, though. This is fine. Everything's fine. And by fine, I mean not fine. But everything's fine. I don't remember where the chapters actually split, because I don't remember. Oh, this room.
Leon, where's your current location?
We decided to lay low in a castle, but it looks like it was a bad move.
Meaning...
Well, it appears that this castle's also connected with the Los Illuminados. They must not get many visitors here, because they're giving me one hell of a welcome.
Sounds bad. I have an idea, Leon. I need you to...
Subtitles cut out
Repeat
before
that
voice.
Great. Just my luck.
I don't know, it's kind of endearing that sometimes that the subtitles don't entirely match up. Platinum sword, yes, take the platinum sword. I do like how they introduce the storyboard with the sword, right? The different phases, the grave, the knighting, etc., right? I actually really liked how they did the how they expanded on this puzzle. Oh, thank you. I remember I ran this last time and they spawned in before I could even hit them. Because that put me in a very awkward place. It was very satisfying to get that headshot.
Wait.
Gold sword mounted here on a platinum plate. Yes, take the gold sword. Yeah, see, like these axes, right? I mean, those are like pole arms, right? Those are halberds, right? But like that looks similar to what the Ganado in Chapter 1-2, the Canyon had, right? More than like a woodsman's axe. And then I think he has a guaranteed type too.
Follow me.
Yeah, he has a guaranteed type B Plaga. Not the gold sword on the gold plate, and then the platinum sword on the platinum plate.
Leon,
Louis.
I've got something for you guys.
He left it in his other pants.
Oh, shit. I must have dropped it when I was running away from them.
Oh, classic.
A drug that'll stop your convulsions. Look, I know you're carriers. You've been coughing up blood, right?
Yeah.
And you.
Yes.
Damn it! The eggs have hatched. We don't have much time.
What are you talking about?
I have to go back and get it.
Let me come with you.
No, you stay here with Leon. He's better with the ladies. I'm sure.
I fucking love Luis Serra. He's so good.
Why are you...
It makes me feel better. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, I feel working for Sadler. Definitely did a number on him. Okay. I can let them come to me on this one. Double headshot, I'll take that. I noticed that the villagers, when they, the Ganados, when they, double? So I'll take that double. When they dissolved, very similar to how, the mold in RE7 village, how they decompose. Very similar in regards to, like, just, like, dissolving into what looks like the maggot texture from this game, right? The little pill-looking things. I like it. It's a clever way of getting things off screen. Both in the original and in the remake. If I remember correctly, it is... I mean, very minimalistic, right? Pictogram of a triangle with a exclamation on it. Red explosive. Red barrel. I mean, classic game-isms. If I remember correctly, I think on triggering, picking up the key, I think they spawn in. I'd be curious if they actually spawn in or if they spawn in a little in advance. They boxed me in on that one. They went both sides instead of one side this time. Oh, this game is funny. Ashley. I also like the different sound, the different sound that plays when you're discarding something versus moving things. It's very distinct. I like that from a player feedback perspective. Things that I think most people don't really think about, but I actually really like. I actually really like that there is a different sound, and the sound is not as pleasant as, you know, moving stuff or like activating stuff.
I was starting to wonder when you might notice us.
Who are you?
Me llamo Ramon Salazar, the 8th Castellan of this magnificent...
Every time I love the Verdugo's mandibles. They look so... They look so annoyed.
From the great Lord Sadler. I've been expecting you, my brethren.
No thanks, bro.
My, we've got a feisty one. If you care for your own well-being, I suggest you surrender yourself and simply become our hostage. Or Mr. Scott, you can give us the girl because you're not worth a penny, I'm afraid. You can die.
Oh, I actually really love. I love him more in the original. I do.
Right. We'll find a cure.
I like him for different reasons in the remake. I very much like him for different reasons. He's iconic. It was interesting how they also split up the castle in the remake. I'm gonna have to go back through the remake and I'm gonna have to remember how they changed things up. Painting has bullion behind it. Capture Louis Sarah. I have confirmation that Sarah has entered the castle. Why would he return during his escape? Leaves me to question his motives. But we must seize this moment and capture him. We will get the other two Americans after we apprehend Sarah. It appears he took some vaccines when he stole our quote-unquote sample. Vaccines we can do without, but we must retrieve the sample, for it is our lifeblood. I feel there is somebody else or some other group involved in this whole affair. If the sample were to get into the hands of any other entity, the world which we seek to create will not come. We must apprehend Sarah as quickly as possible. I always remember that I'll get stuck on this part because I always forget that it's on the painting. When I hadn't run this game for a hot minute, I had to like physically remember how this game functioned. I'm like, oh, I know it's on the painting 5 head. What a sturdy door. Prison, perhaps. I don't know. I love that like that door is clearly automatic in some capacity, like it raises, right? But it'd be very easy for Salazar to, if he had any sort of sensory equipment, like cameras and stuff, just to actually like emergency shut the door again and lock them in there. Definitely one of those like little hand wavy, right?
Wait.
I think the remake handled the Garrador pretty cool. I think it handled them pretty interesting. Because you definitely felt the enclosed space. I mean, not that this isn't, right? There we go. I just gotta hit the back. I think if I hit their front, the unarmored front, I think I stagger them, but I do have to hit the parasite itself in order to actually knock them down. It's really cool because you actually get to see their exposed spinal column there. I forgot there's an herb down here. The water room is probably one of my least favorite things about both versions. Like, the water room is just that part of the game I can't stand. It's kind of like the specific lab from Metal Gear Solid 3/Delta, or the cube portion from Silent Hill 2. Water room is definitely one of my least favorite portions of the game. That's why I usually cheese it. I cannot believe I missed that. Are you serious? That is some... I whiffed it because of the shake. The shake on the site. I am so upset it's not even funny. Yeah, because like you look at it, right, and it's just like we use it on the guard before we actually trigger his fight, right? Like I keep describing it. I don't know how to describe how frustrating it is to play when you aim. I'm not touching it at all. I'm not touching the right stick. This is not a bit, right? Like it is such a wide variance, even up and down, right? So both on the X and the Y axis, without even touching it. So obviously we take into account like how things work, right? And so you look at like, okay, let's back up and let's see how this works at a range, right? And you notice like how it was pretty on target for the most part. Like I just completely, just without even touching it, just completely like leave target. So don't get me wrong, my aim is normally pretty bad. Like, it's up beyond his head now. Like where is it going? I'm not touching it at all. Oh my god, we're not even on target anymore. We're shifting somehow into left. I'm actually like, why does it work this way? Like, wait, I guess this is coming back around to center then. Right? Oh, we're drifting again. We're drifting off. God, I hate this. It's one of those things where like it is so odd to figure out like why this interacts the way that it does. At least this game has autosave. Yeah, so I can stun him. I can miss. Okay, I can bully him in the corner. It is I am the mitochondria. I am the powerhouse of the cell.
Doubt.
Have you not heard me say that one? I saw it in, I think I saw it in chat or a video one day, and I picked it up. So anytime there's a prison level, I make that joke.
I can't remember. I think it's from an actual science movie shown in like old high schools. But they literally just say that, and then someone turned it into an internet meme.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
And if I remember right, it's actually not that true.
What, the mitochondria being the
Power. So yeah. No, I think it was just like old like 1980s science that kind of got disproven over the years.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, honestly. There's definitely a few things that became antiquated or were disproven over time. I mean, it is very much internet meme status. Okay, so I hate the water room, so we're gonna go do my usual cheese strat. If I can physically move. I don't want to deal with those archers. Everyone down here. Reinforcements. So usually what I do is, and it kind of exists in the remake, but not really. I usually go to the back of the stairs in the remake. No, I need you to stay here. But I usually camp in this room because it honestly just kind of works. There is a single, so there's two entry points. Single entry point going to be door. There's a couple that do come down this chute, but for the most part, if you are struggling through this section or just want to like take it easier, just funnel them through here. Obviously, if you get overwhelmed, it's going to be a bad time, right? But outside of that, I mean, it very much is a way for you to funnel them through into a single encounter. I love that speed loading animation. It's very cool. Keep trying to figure out if that's... No, that's just a divot. Looking halfway up the barrel where the divot is. For some reason I thought it was an M lock, and I'm like, that's not... This would not have any sort of Picatinny on it, right? Very much come one at a time. Play your L5R terrain one at a time. Personalities must combat each other on a one-on-one basis. Call it good. Well, I'm starting early enough today. I'm hoping I can get through Resident Evil 4. I need to see what Separate Ways has in terms of bonus items, because I would go through a challenge run for Separate Ways. But I'd have to look at a couple things and see if there's an actual like funny weapon like this. I don't think the hand cannon's in Separate Ways. I would also have to. I would also like to get through Dead Space. If I can get through Dead Space, that is because that's about like another 6-hour chunk of time right there. And that gets my Spooktober pretty done and dusted, over and done with, for those two at least.
Follow me.
And then I can move on to a couple other things like Chronos. I've been very interested. I've heard next to nothing about it. I've been very interested to see how that actually plays. This way is definitely very slow. But you also have a 90-degree sight line. You have a 90-degree sight picture here. Yeah, you kind of have to wait for them to shamble down here. It is it's safe, but time-consuming. I wonder how speedrunners do it, now that I think about it. They probably go down, they activate the pedal, and probably have Ashley operate the crank, if I had to guess. Yeah, see, there's, like, they can come down, on the, from that one chute. Not very often, but they can. The other thing is that I noticed that they explode into, pus. I wonder if that's a rating thing. I wonder if that's an ESRB thing. Definitely feels a little gorier in the remake. I also like the disclosures. Like, I'm very much a fan. Like, Dead Space Remake had a disclosure. Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill F had a disclosure as well about things being very of the era, of the time frame, right? And like, I don't know. I like that. I like when games are just like, yeah, this is we're looking at this from an artistic standpoint. This does not necessarily, represent quote-unquote modern values, but it's done in a very non-invasive way, right? So I think it's just the crossbow guys left. Nope, there's the shield guy. Hardly see him. Hit him in the knee. Hit the bolt and the knee. Ashley, no, please. I was doing so good too. How's this for? I guess there's only one way to find out. I'll have Ashley operate it. I'll usually operate it to make it go by a little quicker, but I need her to operate it specifically because I need to deal with all the scythe wielders that pop up. Yeah, because they'll just throw like all of them at you. Or I can just flub that. You know what? The bait tactic worked. How you doing, bug guy? Bonk. Use that on Ashley just to get her back up to full, especially going into this next section. Although then they can just grab her in the next section, and if I actually flub and I shoot her with this on accident, it will just be just a game over. As it turns out, big revolver is big.
There's a crank over there.
I always mix up this this fountain and the one outside with the velvet blues. I think it's outside the broken butterfly room.
Watch out for me.
Oh wow, he was already there. Yeah, I can't stop that. Like, I can take out 3 at once, but it's like I can't stop it when he's like right in my face. Like, even when you fire in a position you were, because it actually also moves. You don't reset to 0 either. Like, as you aim and your the recoil happens, your aim is also shifting, I've noticed. Adding a further layer of where's my barrel actually aiming? Oh my god, please. Marathon man right there. Respawning in, yep. Just next to doorway. I think that's it. Maybe another guy spawns. I don't know if they spawn infinitely or not. I think they do. At least the guys from the doors. Might just be on a timer or something. Fine, very much was able to get out of there. There it is, the high pitch. I was surprised they kept this in the remake, but I guess it makes a lot more sense. I guess it does make some sense to keep this specific room in, where the lava room doesn't quite make enough sense, if that makes sense. Like, was very surprised to see it in the remake. Forgot about the minigun guy in the next section. Completely forgot about him, and I'm not looking forward to him, because if I miss that shot and I have to deal with the minigun, I'm using like at least 2 first aid sprays. I hate dealing with him.
You alright?
I'm fine. Leave me alone.
One of my last runs, I like perfectly snapped to his head, which was really funny, and I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to recreate that.
Ashley!
What's going on?
This just sounds like a skissy.
A little bit, yeah. So I do have a little bit of contention. So I like how each of them do it. I think it makes sense to the original to have Ashley run into the wall and then to go through the wall, right? But I think that in the remake, especially as it plays more into Sadler's control over the Plaga. You know, Temperance Child, him temporarily taking her over in order to say that, and then thus getting her lost, right?
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got
I like
cut
both
off.
for different reasons.
Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter. In another life.
I do love it. I'm trying to think if there's themes here, because like, well, I mean, obviously there's themes, right? Especially with the remake giving the large ganado, the pigmen, right? And even the chainsaw, very much, I feel more beast-like is going to be the big one. The castle's very much more insect-like, and the island is very much, you know, hospital of horror status. I don't know. I'm trying to pinpoint it, right? I also like the armaduras, or whatever they're called, the suits of armor with them in it. Can barely see him. What a wild soundtrack too to play. What a wild OS music loop. Wow, that was a lucky shot. He cannot climb the ladder. Oh my god. I know one of the times I played through this, I got a, might have been the last time I got a double shot with him down there. I got both of them with one shot. Oh, damn, I didn't want to pick up TMP. I thought it was Velvet Blue. Whack. I think this one's locked. Yeah, door's too rusted and it won't budge. So that one's locked. I hear it. Is he just stuck in the other... I thought he was stuck in the other cell for a second. Luis's memo. There are some parasites that have the ability to control their host. It's basic knowledge among biologists, but not much is known about how the parasites do it. Studying these parasites specifically might reveal some clues as to how the powers of the Las Plagas work and perhaps provide more insight into the victims of the Las Plagas, the Los Canados. Here's a list of some parasites that have the ability to manipulate behavioral patterns of their host. Dicrocoelium? Oh my god, I can't say these names. Once the larva parasite migrates to the ant's esophagus, it alters the behavior of the ant, where the temperature drops in the evening. The infected then climbs to the top of the plant and clamps on the leaf using its mandible. It stays there immobile until the next morning, placing the ant where it's most vulnerable to be eaten by a browsing herbivore such as a sheep. Once one could conclude that the parasite is manipulating the host's behavior to make its way into the body of its definitive host. Galactosomum. The larva of this parasite makes its home inside the brain of a fish, such as a yellowtail and the parrot bass. Once infected, the fish make their way to the water surface where they'll swim until eaten by seabirds. Once again, this particular behavior can only be explained by the parasite's desire to get into the bodies of seabirds. Leucochloridium. Parasite sporocysts develop in the snail's tentacles. I guess, yeah, I thought they were eyes or like stalks, but I guess tentacles is the correct, would be what they are, right? The spores, maybe it's a mistranslation. The sporocysts are vivid in color and pulsate continuously, somewhat like a worm. I know what this looks like, and I hate it. Don't look it up. I hate it. I hate looking at this thing whenever it pops up. Ugh.
Which worm?
The stupid snail parasite that the eye ones.
The one that does like the fucking hypno eyes.
Yeah, I hate it. Can't stand it. Surprisingly,
Let's talk about the ones that fucking eat the fish's tongue, take the place of their tongue.
I didn't even know that one existed. Interesting.
It's not like a worm. It's like it's like a fucking cephalopod, or kind of like similar to those giant like water lice you were like sending me the other day.
Yeah. Oh, fucking isopods.
Isopod. It'll literally attach itself to a fish tongue, eat away the fish tongue, and then just take part of whatever the fish eats.
That's fucked up but funny. Surprisingly, the infected snail makes its way to the top of the plant where it's more visible to the eye of birds, therefore more likely to be eaten. Once eaten by a bird, the parasite will complete its metamorphosis into an adult. Yeah, I hate the snail one. I very specifically hate that specific one. It just, ugh.
Oh, the one that gets me is the ones in the praying mantises.
I don't remember this one offhand.
They take control of the praying mantis and they lead them to water, and then like once they make the praying mantis drown themselves, and then they lay their like eggs and all that in the water.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, parasites in nature are really fucking weird. Like a drainage valve. Like, I don't know, because like Resident Evil was the series that I was like, 4 specifically was what I was playing in middle school, and it actually did make me want to actually like pursue a major in biology. But then I realized I didn't have the grades for that, and I didn't have the stomach to go through, you know, years of college. I got a decent grade in biology despite barely showing up in college, like level 100 course biology. So not, you know, like anything super, you know, super big money or big brain. Like, you know, I'm able to identify parts of the cell and stuff. I'm able to follow, like, you know, basic stuff. But yeah, just not a fan. Not a fan of spending all that money on a student loan into doing that. Which is why I respect people like Miko, who's an actual like certified arachnologist and who's teaching right now. And I'm just like, you understand the things. I get to talk to you about cool things whenever she has time. Well, oh, there we go. Should be one more down below, I think. Behind? I thought he was in front. Dropping the red. I think the blue is the rarest. Red, I think, is most common. Green is uncommon. And that's velvet blue. I literally saw the other corner of my eye. Red should be common. Green, I think, is uncommon. And blue is rare, if I understand that correctly. You need all of them for the... Ah, yeah! Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets bit. The stupid pendulum walkway. Classic. I am low-key, like, thinking about getting an isopod, though. Like... you can't have the giant ones. I'm pretty sure you'd have to have a license or like have something to be able to care for them, because especially the giant ones, like
people farm and eat them.
Well, but like the ones at the bottom of the ocean, right? I mean, that's
yes,
under
people
pressure.
Farm and eat those.
My life is now more complete knowing that there's a giant isopod farm.
Yeah, no, like from what I understand, they are disgusting. They don't taste good, but they are a delicacy in like parts of Asia. People farm and eat those.
Doesn't surprise me.
You probably need like a big like taking care of one of those is probably gonna be like trying to take care of a lobster, where you need like a specific setup that honestly isn't really worth it. It would be more of something like you actually install in like in your backyard or a facility, not inside your actual house.
Right. There's gonna be I've never seen one of them get stuck outside this room. That's kind of wild. No, I've never seen that. But yeah, no, that makes sense.
You might as well just go get some sea monkeys.
I tried having them as a kid once. I don't know. They don't do it for me. I don't know. I like isopods. That's why I like Golisopod as a Pokemon. It's just a giant fuck-off isopod that just, like, hits you. It's great. I was, what was it? I was talking with someone. What is it? Rubber duck, like, roly-poly isopods, right? Like the land ones, right? But they have, like, a little, like, yellow face. I guess they're interesting.
It's
they're
called
really...
wood lice.
No, not this one. It's I think they're specifically called rubber duck isopods. Like they're tiny roly-poly like shits, right? But like they have like a yellow face. I think one of the issues is that I heard allegedly that they're only wild caught, and getting them to breed requires a very specific set of situations, like a specific set of like things to happen. But
most invertebrates, it's really hard to propagate invertebrates in captivity.
That makes sense. Castellan memo. For many years, the Salazar family has served as the Castellans of the castle. However, not everything is bright, for my ancestry has a dark past. Long ago, there was a religious group that had deep roots in this region called the Los Illuminados. Unjustly, however, the first Castellan of the castle took away their rights and powers. As a follower of this religion, as the 8th Castellan, I feel it was my duty, as well as my responsibility, to atone for that sin. I knew the best way to atone for the sin was to give power back to those who once took it away from Los Illuminados. As expected, it took a little time, but we were able to rejuvenate the once sealed Las Plagas. It's a success. I was one step closer to the revival of Los Illuminados. The reason why I released Las Plagas from deep under the castle and gave them to Lord Sadler was not only to repay for the sins of my ancestors, but I felt certain that the Lord would make better use of the power to help save the world. Save those that had sinned with the power of Las Plagas and cleanse their souls, creating a world without sinners. The way it was meant to be, once cleansed, they would become one of the many Ganados where they would find their reason to live. And after the Lord has succeeded in creating the world in which he has envisioned, the sins of the Salazar family will be atoned for. I mean, I think Salazar comes across as more of a victim in OG. Sorry, he comes across as more of a victim in the remake, and in the OG, I think he just comes across as like misguided. I don't know. There's a little bit of interplay there. It's interesting to compare and contrast what they did with the character. Thank you, Exploding Barrel. Oh, I literally don't. It's literally the shake. I don't have enough to actually take him out. I don't know. It's really cool to watch like pets and different animals and stuff, and people take care of them. But like, I don't know. I'm very picky on what I would personally take care of. I mean, something like a dog or a cat is more like more normal. I don't mean normal in a bad way, right? Like the amount of people I've known who've had reptiles, for instance, are not zero, but lesser, right? It just depends on the situation, right? Like I have a friend who has birds, and like birds in an apartment, I feel get really weird to take care of, especially if they need more space, because then they start plucking out their feathers when they get stressed. And it's just sad to see.
Well, birds also really fucking stink.
Yeah, they do. That's one reason why my mom has been so adamant against having birds, because she doesn't like. It's not like, yeah, I'm like, she thinks they're cute. She doesn't hate them, but it's like they're very much a you have to take care of them. You have to clean after them, right? Like somebody leaving their oh, thank you. Wasn't shot one, but now I don't have to deal with the minigun. Oh, thank you. But yeah, you have to clean up after. Like somebody could leave their backyard for like 1 or 2 days, but if you leave a bird's cage not cleaned up, like you can really develop some health hazards, and the bird can also develop some health hazards as well. It's just a it devolves really quick. Let's see if I remember how to do this next puzzle. It locked. Use that gallery key, and then deer. Velvet blue. Is there anything in these? I don't think so. Gold. Take that. Sure. Sacrifice 6 life shall make the way for the true path. Yeah, because you have to make it so that way there's 2 1s and 2 2s. I'm trying to remember how that works specifically. 3. Yeah, don't ask. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of just fumbled with that. I kind of just eyeballed that. Don't ask how I solved that.
What a pleasant surprise. But I'm afraid it's Ashley we need. Not you, Mr. Kennedy.
I love how he just
If
waits.
you don't need me, then get off my back, old man.
Did you say old man, Mr. Kennedy? It might come as a surprise, but I'm only 20 years old.
So you're just like all the others? A puppet of the parasites?
Surely you don't think I'm the same as those diminutive ganados. The parasites, Las Plagas, are slaves to my will. I have absolute control.
Well, I really don't give a damn. Rain or shine, you're going down.
The banter in this game.
Get rid of our American friend.
So there's a couple ways I can approach this room. I think I usually hit staircase to the right. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Because it is open, they can't bust through it, and I also have a clean sight line. Yeah, this just saves resources. Especially because the scythes hurt, and they can also throw the scythes. And then the bowguns, obviously. The bowguns also become an issue because they just harass you throughout the entirety of the of this encounter. I mean, it's a good touch. Like, so when their heads are destroyed, they drop whatever weapon they're holding, right? So he dropped his bowgun. Because at that point, the Plaga has to... Well, I mean, the Plaga is fully in control, right? But it doesn't have... it doesn't have the brain space, is how I'm going to word that. But that's not how I wanted to word it. It doesn't have the brain capacity to actually do that. Use simple weapons anymore. Very much reverts to an animalistic kind of thing. Are you serious? Man, I'm trying. I'm burning through healing items this round. You gonna open that door, my guy? I can't see him. Like I'm getting zero feedback from my laser. Oh, stuck on banister. I don't know why they do. From where? Homeboy's fucking TF2 taunting at me. Really? Glad I could sweep that. Oh my god, bro, please. The fucking hairline triggers on those things. Yep. This room's a little bit of a pain. Well, it's less of a pain when I have weapons that can actually aim. When I have weapons that actually, when I point at them, they actually fire. Like security system of some sort, deactivate. Yes. They show up twice. They show up 3 times, actually. So they show up the second time where they shoot. If you like have an RPG, like if you have the infinite launcher, you can actually throw a well-placed rocket and actually take them out early. But obviously, I can't really do that. So I could be aiming and trying to shoot them. But they will show up one last time, and then you use the world's strongest door to deflect it. So switch, press it. And then you open it, because they're clearly here. You back up. World's strongest door. Use that in way too many runs. God, it's what? Because like the perspective of like you take up like the left third of your screen. I'm not used to it. I'm just really not used to aiming with this thing. Let me go ahead. Hey, when I bump my mic like mid-recording and mid-stream, because then I'm like, was this how I had it before? Surely not. And I always mix up audio quality at that point. It is a really good, not effect, but really good way to showcase the transition with the birds. I actually really like it. Yes, that's where the broken butterfly is, and this is the fountain I always mix up that other one with. It has the velvet blues in it. They moved that a little bit in the remake. I think they swapped it in the remake. Little did I know as well. I forgot that Legend Zeta 8 comes out in like 2 weeks. I guess allegedly somebody got a early copy. Whether I don't know who messed up somewhere, but a lot of people are staying off Twitter right now because apparently there is a copy of Legend Zeta 8 out in the wild, and I'm just like,
that'd be on Nintendo for not having not launching it without needing a patch in order to actually play it.
I thought that was the standard too, is why I'm confused. I thought that was just how it works nowadays.
If the game actually comes out in 2 weeks, I wouldn't be so shocked if it's already at retailers, because back in the old days when I did electronics at Target, I would get some games like up to like a month and a half before Street Date.
Right, and then you
in which case somebody just slid that shit in their pocket and took it home.
Yeah, well, they're gonna you know they're gonna get tracked down, right? Like the guy who had an early copy of Starfield, like he got tracked, right?
Well, it just depends on how competent they were with their Street Date software.
Like chasing down a couple of rats.
I know
Rats.
at
If one's Lewis, who's the other?
what is it? Allegedly at Wally World, I guess you might have things in the back that are in like a locked cage that I think only managers or specific personnel can access. And I'm like, I thought that was just the expectation.
Yes. And no, it just depends. Like Target, they have the well, not Target. It's basically everywhere because most stores will have a locked area where they
Right.
store their electronics.
Right.
So anyone who has a key, which would be managers or even just associates working in the area, will have access to the lockup. That being said, the store isn't ran by complete fucking morons. There'll be cameras back there.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna. I feel like they'll figure out who it is soon enough, and I definitely see Nintendo trying to get litigious. I don't know. That one's been an odd one. Nintendo
They'll only
announced...
figure out who it was if they do a count, realize there's something missing, and somebody takes the effort to go and search.
Yeah, that's fair.
I highly doubt they're going to count street date stuff until after it's already launched.
Probably.
Unless the person who's posting stupid enough to have their like actual name linked to the account they're posting on.
I think that was the Starfield situation. I think the person was stupid enough to actually... Because they were posting that shit on social media, which was like... People are like, no, stop that. Don't do that. Well, I mean, first of all, don't do the thing, but like, don't post it. Like, come on now. Oh, can't actually hit that without hitting the door. Unfortunate. 1, 2, 3.
Only way I see Nintendo really fucking caring is that the game runs like abysmal dog shit. And it's going to affect the actual number of people buying it now.
I was actually talking, so I was actually unironically before this, before this I was actually doing some group quests in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet from some people in the Discord. But we were doing some group stuff, and like, the game functions, like, it runs fairly well. And like, I was looking at some of the things that they were doing, and I'm just like, it really makes me upset how bad the Switch 2 launched, or sorry, not the Switch 2, well, that too. But it made me really upset how bad the game launched. Because it really, like a lot of the stuff that I found in, like, Scarlet and Violet is, like, you have a lot of modularity with the sandwiches and stuff. Group play allows you to do a lot of cool stuff. See, you know, your friend battling with, say, like, if they have this Snorlax out, and they're fighting something like a Seviper, right? Sure, like, you can see stuff like that. But, like, it got buried under just the mountain of tech issues because it launched on the Switch 1. And I'm like, Nintendo should never do this again. Like, they should never release something, or at least at minimum, that should be fixed patch 1. They should never release something and leave it in that state ever again. Which they will. Let's be real. It's going to happen again at some point. They're going to not optimize stuff. It's going to become, you know, the same story on the going to become the same story on the Switch 2 eventually, and that's going to be a really sad day for me and a lot of other people. I was a little worried about the Cormios. I think there's 5 of them. No, there's 4. I hate those because they're so quick. They were probably one of my least favorite enemies in this game. But we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens when it launches. I will buy a physical. I will not buy a digital. And I am still very much. Anytime Nintendo and/or Pokemon says that they're going to litigate over copyright, I kind of just like roll my eyes at them at this point because it's just posturing. One open, there's an indentation here. 2 moons make 1. And we'll do that. Use the blue moonstone.
Oh. Being a pain in the ass, go.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady...
Trying to eat my dinner and the dog's just at my feet crying for something.
Them up now.
I actually do like how even in the GameCube PS2 era, they modeled Ada with her finger off the trigger, showcasing 1, proper trigger discipline, but 2, showcasing that she doesn't actually want to shoot Leon.
Advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
He only got out of that because she effectively let him out of that.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
I love it. It's so good. Like, I feel like that works in a video game setting
See you around.
because of the accentuated, you know, like look to the side, because looking away would have been more than enough, realistically, right? So that's actually, we're going to split Castle, because Castle's a little bit of a long section for me. This also allows me to QA this a little better, just making sure everything is recording just fine, because I actually did have an issue with this specific part of the game. Thank you for everybody. I really do appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you did as well, and I will see you in the next one.